Good morning, everybody. Happy morning song in the room and on the internet. My name's T. Claw. I'm the Music and Dance Events Coordinator here at the Folk School, and we're really excited to start getting back to some public events and concerts and hopefully eventually dancing soon. So for the meantime, we're just plugging along and doing our morning song and classes. And today I'm going to try to sing a couple things out of the Folk School Songbook. So if anybody wants to reference words on the page, they'll be up there. Otherwise, the chorus will probably be pretty repetitive, and you can just repeat. This banjo is my wife, Bridget's banjo. She let me borrow it this morning. Mine is stuck in Nashville at the moment, but where I'm from, it's at my parents' house. But I really like playing this banjo, and I know there's a banjo building class on campus this week at the Folk School, and I stopped by to see what they were doing, and they are making some pretty incredible looking instruments. I can't wait to play one of them, maybe even today. But this tuning, I'm playing in kind of a different mountain banjo tuning, kind of a pre-bluegrass sound, where you tune the B string up to a C and the drone to an F. So you have this F-shaped tuning, and I think it's called Last Chance tuning, because maybe that was one of the main tunes that spread around in this particular banjo tuning. Last Chance, I know part of that tune, I think it's like... And then I don't know the other part, so I'm not going to actually play Last Chance tuning. But that's the tuning I'm in on this banjo. I'm going to play a variation of Cumberland Gap, which if you're looking at your Folk School Songbook, we have extra copies up front. Page 20 is Cumberland Gap. I'm from the state of Tennessee, but I don't know if I've ever passed through Cumberland Gap. So, the chorus, which we can repeat a few times if you all want to sing along, is Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. The book says, way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. So some variation of that. Me and my wife's pet walked all the way to the Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap's a nice old place. 3 kinds of water to wash your face. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. Let's try that chorus again together. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. Save my money and buy me a farm. Raise sweet taters as long as your arm. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap. Way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. Way down, boys, take a little nap. Wake up sober in the Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap, Cumberland Gap, way down yonder in the Cumberland Gap. Anybody ever been through the Cumberland Gap? All right, all right, all right. I think I'll stay in this weird tuning. So you also might have noticed I was attempting to play several different right hand picking styles, different old-timey styles. So a very common one would be claw hammer, which we have a number of beginner and intermediate banjo classes here at the folk school that focus on that basic claw hammer rhythm. And that backbeat and that drone string is kind of what gives the banjo its unique rhythm and sound. And we have West Africa to thank for this sort of banjo fifth string thing. Came over and blended with some of the more European fiddle music to make really uniquely American and Appalachian music. So that's the claw hammer rhythm. There's also up picking. It sounded faster. That's what I was playing for that last chance tuning. And then there's a lot of people just got a banjo. They made a banjo. They figured out it didn't come with a teacher, so they would listen to the music. It was part of life, playing and listening and dancing, and you would kind of just interpret that with your hands best you could. How can I make that melody and that rhythm sing? So another style I kind of was playing was finger picking. Which then kind of led towards bluegrass with finger picks and really fast scrug style stuff. But the next tune I'll try is Red Rocking Chair. The verses all kind of hook back in, and the last line is the same as the second to last line. So you can sing along with this one pretty well too. A couple verses I like to forget. So pull them up. I ain't got no honey baby now. I ain't got no honey baby now. Can say I'll sing it to your mom the next payday. I'll sing it to your mom the next payday. I laid her in the shade, laid her in the shade, gave her every dime I made. Well, what else can a poor boy do? Some old rounder come along and took my sugar babe and gone. I ain't got no honey baby now. I ain't got no honey baby now. So you can see how that last chance tuning kind of lends itself to a spookier mountain droney vibe. Less of a happy banjo tune. But maybe I'll get a chance to retune it in a bit. So this next song was inspired by and goes out to my almost 3-year-old daughter, Freya. She's been singing and dancing for quite some time now. And usually her songs are just all about the power and the volume and usually 1 or 2 words. So I don't know if you're familiar with old-time fiddle music, but say we're having a square dance in this community room here, and to kind of get the rest of the band ready to rock and the caller ready to sing out some moves for folks, we do what's called potatoes. And what that is just kind of 4 beats of music before everything starts, and everyone jumps in and you kind of launch into the dance or the tune. So potatoes, some people do 2 potatoes, some people do 1. It's also for like clogging competitions. You have dun 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 dun, like that's 1 potato. All right, the terminology. So Freya has a little fiddle, and whenever she's playing it at home, she'll play for about 10 seconds and stop, and she'll say, "Daddy, you clog," because she wants dancers while she's playing fiddle. She's used to. But I said, "Freya, hey, can you give me potatoes?" Which she didn't know what that meant yet. So she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And she starts playing fiddle, and she goes, "Potatoes, potatoes." I just cracked me up because it's very literal potato songwriting. But this was one of the first songs she started singing. It's a very applicable topic for a 2-year-old. It's the playground song. So her version just went, playground, playground, play, But the other morning we were singing at the breakfast table, and we started coming up with some verses together. And so I'm going to perform this for the first time ever outside of the house. So this is the playground song. Oh, and this one goes out also, not just to Freya. I hope you're watching Freya. She used to come to morning song all the time, and she'd be dancing to the most like down tempo, like sad songs. But the ukulele class would normally be here, but so I brought Freya's little toy uke, and this one goes out to our ukulele jammers this week. Wish you were here with me, learning this song. That playground song, singing that playground song, you sing it all night long, that playground song. Somebody sitting at the bottom of the slide, all the kids shouting, "I can't get by." Turns out it's my own dang child, singing that playground song. Well, Sable, my 9-month-old, Sable's eating rocks. Freya's taking off her socks. At the playground down the block, we sing that playground song. Everybody now. That playground song. Singing that playground song. We sing it all night long. That playground song. We went to the playground last night in that rain. She did not care. She even just folded up her umbrella and used it as a walking stick. Like, that's how impervious to the cold and wet she is. Turns out we all have to pee. bathrooms are locked, it seems. Guess the family will go find a tree and whistle that playground song. It's barely 25 degrees. Our kids stripped down to short sleeves. It's okay because she said please and sang that playground song. That playground song. We're singing that playground song. Sing it all night long, and we dream that playground song. That's life. We got to get to the playground every day. We have color codes for them. The one downtown by the pool, that's the rainbow playground. The Texana playground's the yellow playground. So we're taking tips. Does anybody know if there's a playground in Marble? That's one little burb. We haven't looked for one. I know they have a community center, so maybe there's one there. Let's see. Maybe a little fiddle tune. Page 25 in the songbook. Fly around my pretty little miss. So Bob Dulcimer, who used to fill the shoes I'm in here, helped re-release this folk school songbook, and it's got a great couple of introductions and context to how morning song or song is connected to our work and our community and our collective joy here at the folk school, being a Danish model in its inception and more of a farm school to start. Now it's more of a craft school, but we still have the same learning environment. It's non-competitive, and we all get to learn, go out on a limb and be vulnerable and do something new as adults, which, during the pandemic, I finally had a little bit of time to start learning French, and that's the first thing I've tried to learn as an adult, after school. And so it's humbling and a really beautiful thing that you all come here to do. But that's what the introductions are about. But then there's annotations on all of these songs and tunes and how they came. Some were collected by Olive Dame Campbell, the founder of the folk school. So they're ballads from this region, or southern Appalachia. And then some of them are just songs that kind of worked their way into the daily sing-along here at the folk school. This is a common tune that we play at old-time music circles. Not sure that I know these versions of the verses very well, but the chorus is there, and I'd love to have you sing along. And I'm going to try to play it in C. I also don't really read music, so my melody might be slightly different than what's on the page if you're trying to read. But my apologies to Kelishek and those prolific music on the page readers. I'm going to try it in C. Turned into another tune. Fly around my pretty little miss. Fly around my daisy. Fly around, my pretty little miss, you almost drive me crazy. I don't think it's coming out in C. I'll try another turn in C. Tennessee Mountain Fox Chase. Can you kind of hear those squeals of those hunting dogs looking for a fox? Yeah, well, it's not supposed to be that squealy, but it's barely 8 a.m., so. We have time for one or two more. We could do New River Train. Did I play them all? I haven't played the guitar yet, huh? So Freya made me these homemade graham crackers yesterday. Feels the tunes. Let's try New River Train, page 55. There's extra copies up here if you want to sing along. I think this one... Need a little coffee to get that guitar train going. Anybody ever been seen the New River? New River Gorge? Anybody ever been on a boat down the New River? It's fun. I say riding instead of leaving. I'm riding on that train. Because all the train tracks come back to the start. Not leaving permanently. We don't say goodbye here. We just say see you next time. I'm riding on that New River Train. I'm riding on that New River Train. That same old train that brought me here, is it gonna carry me away? Little darling, you can't love one. Oh, darling, you can't love one. You can't love one and still have fun. Oh, darling, you can't love one. I'm riding on that New River Train. I'm riding on that New River Train. That same old train that brought me here, is it gonna carry me away? Darling, you can't love two. Well, darling, you can't love two. You can't love two and your little heart be true. darling, you can love too. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here, is it gonna carry me away? Little darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love three. You can't love three and still love me. Oh, darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love four. Darling, you can't love four. You can't love four and love me anymore. Oh, darling, you can't love four. Riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here, is it gonna carry me away? Okay, I'll waltz you out of here this morning. This last tune, it's Fugitive's Lament. Little cowboy waltz. So feel free, if you want to rush over before the breakfast bell, you can waltz on out of here, or you can listen to the whole song and hear how sad it is. Sad songs kind of pick me up, though. They make me feel like my life's not so bad after all. I had a good mama, I had a good papa. They handed a warning to me. The men that I ran with committed a murder and laid the blame on me. That's a pretty rough start to the day. I'm riding along out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive never to be. Little Bridget, my sweetheart, well, I know she loves me and longs for me to return. My happiness ended this morning, we parted, and now for her I yearn. I'm riding along, singing morning song, and roses to be. I'm riding away from my home in Murphy, a fugitive never to be. How lonely, how dreary, with nothing to cheer me. My thoughts go stealing back home. My life of sadness will never know gladness. I'm branded forever to roam. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, fugitive ever to be. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. Well, thank you all so much for coming out to Morning Song. It's time for breakfast. But next Friday, if you're at home, sitting around 7:45 a.m., tune in on Facebook.